You can argue that the best Fusion update in DaVinci Resolve 21 is the new Krokodove toolset, which is absolutely a game changer. Or you can argue that it's the new and improved macro editor. Or you can say that it's the new spell check feature, which is very handy. But from my experience of using DaVinci Resolve 21 for a few months now, the best one from my experience is actually the new Combine Selected To feature. So I have two texts stacked on top of one another, done using two different text nodes. Now traditionally, if I want to make changes to them, I need to come to each individual one. However, with this new Combine Selected To feature, or the multi-inspector feature, what I need to do is just simply select both nodes, come to the top right corner, click Combine Selected To, and now as you can see, this is going to combine these two nodes into just one, showing you the common settings between these two nodes. So now if I want to make changes, all I need to do is to come to, for example, the size setting here, and then decrease that, and then this, as you can see, is going to decrease the size for both texts at the same time. Right? Same thing, let's say if I were to go to the layout tab and then change the center setting here, this, as you can see, is going to move these two texts at the same time. So it's super practical and super easy to do. So in the previous versions, you can accomplish a similar thing by using the paste instance feature. However, this feature is a little bit cumbersome, to be frank, because not everyone can always remember to use paste instance all the time. So now this hassle has been pretty much eliminated because all you need to do is to simply select these two, and then that's pretty much it. Now, when the common settings have the exact same values, this is pretty straightforward. So as you can see that the size setting there is 0.2, it's displayed to you visibly, no problem, very straightforward. But let's say if we were to come to the layout tab here, we look at the center setting. Now the values are all grayed out. The reason is just because these two texts have different position values. So what you will be able to see instead is not the actual value, but rather the incremental change. So let's say right now I were to move these two texts. Now you're going to see that you will be able to see the incremental change, but not the actual value. And DaVinci Resolve is doing this in a very thoughtful way. It's actually going to try to maintain the distance and the ratio between these two nodes, between these two texts, and is doing this through two different ways depending on the nature of the setting. So to demonstrate, I have two texts here of different sizes, and when I select these two nodes, as expected, the size setting is kind of grayed out. Now, when I make changes to them, now as you can see that it's going to actually multiply this incremental value to both at the same time, and what this is doing is to pretty much preserve that same size ratio between these two texts. So now they are kind of increasing at that same pace. So this is very cool. Now, if I say we were to go to the center setting here, the same thing. Now, instead of multiplication, it's using by default addition and subtraction of that value to both texts in order to maintain the distance between them, right? Now, this is the default operation, but you can break it. You can override it by holding down the Alt key. So for the size setting here, if I hold down the Alt key and then make the change, now you're going to see that that ratio is no longer being maintained. The text on the right-hand side, the smaller one, is now shrinking at a much faster pace compared to the text on the left-hand side because it's already really small. Now, same thing if, let's say, we were to go to the center setting there, and then you're going to see that if I hold down the Alt key and then make the change, the distance between them is no longer maintained. And as a matter of fact, the text on the right-hand side is now moving at a much faster pace compared to the one on the left-hand side, because now you are multiplying the same number to both at the same time instead of the default addition and subtraction. So this is something very important to keep in mind if you ever want to override the default operation and if you don't want to preserve kind of the distance and ratio between the different nodes. Lastly, a very cool part of this new feature is that you can actually align all these nodes to one another. So let's go ahead and select these three nodes, and then we're going to go to the size setting, right click, and then you're going to see at the bottom there is this thing called set values to. So let's go there, and this is going to review a small menu. So if we were to, let's say, select maximum, right? So now this is going to use the largest text as the target, which is actually the text at the top, and then it's going to increase the sizes of the other texts to match it. And the same is going to apply if, let's say, we were to choose minimum. So then it's going to basically use the smallest text, which is the text at the bottom, as the target, and then it's going to decrease the size of the other ones to match. So same thing if, let's say, we were to go to the center setting, under the layout tab, right click, now you're gonna see set X value to and also set Y values to. So now let's say if we were to go to set Y values to and then select spread, what that would do essentially to spread all these texts evenly amongst themselves. So it's going to pretty much move the second text down so that now they're equally distanced. Now let's say if we were to go back and select set X values to middle, now this will align all of them to the middle. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed using this new feature as much as I did. And as always, I will see you next time.